In this episode, we're joined by the lovely Bruno Pup, and this is a first because nobody's heard his voice before. You know his face, you know his body, you know his socials, and you see him everywhere, but nobody knows his voice. So let's discover him, let's discover his kinks, let's discover his world. Join me now. Okay, welcome back to the Kinky Perks podcast. I'm joined today by the lovely Bruno Pup. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you doing?
First time hearing your voice, which is amazing. So all you Instagram followers are going to love this.
Yeah.
But I'm honoured that you were chosen to come on my podcast first today. But first of all, for all the audio listeners that aren't watching, I just want to describe what you're wearing, if that's okay.
Sure, go for it.
So I can see you've got your signature pup hood, which is Mr. Leather, and green. Is there a reason why it's that colour?
No, just love.
And this is a signature look across all your Instagram and your photography. It's like a very well known for your green hood on. Mm-hmm. And then obviously your puppy coat from Gear Berlin, bleached denims, your hoodie as well. So that's the outfit that we're looking at today. You look very, very good.
Thank you.
So first of all, what is your kink? Obviously it's a bit obvious, but if you can tell people what your kink is.
Puppy play, you can call that, yeah.
And how did you find that?
Seeing pups out, beach rides, seeing on Instagram, slowly got very interested, and yeah.
And is that something that developed over time? Like, how long have you been?
I feel like, yeah, I think a pup officially maybe like 6 months, so like very new to it. I've been seeing pups on and on for like many years, and first was more like, what are they doing? Like, who are they? What are they doing? And then slowly more into like, okay, this is kind of cool. And then more into like, oh, when you that party, and I see like the pups kind of, just slowly kind of seeing like pups having fun, and I'm thinking like, I want to do that. I want to be that, Yeah, so it's been like many years of like playing with the idea in my mind, but like only last year I was like, okay.
And at that time when you were playing with the idea, did you know or have friends and people in the kink community that were pups?
Not really, no. No, I don't know anyone.
So it was just like a jump in feet first.
Yeah, 100%. So last year as well, I met one guy and he's a pup and he was telling me about it, but it's very difficult to kind of get an idea of what it's like so you actually become a pup.
Yeah.
Because I think most pups have a very different experience of what it is to be a pup.
I think unless like I don't understand because I've not been a pup.
Yeah.
This is why we're doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
I think there are people out there that want to look into this or might have been intrigued, and I think this is why it's important to let them know what it's about.
Yeah, it's definitely getting more popular, and I'm part of the trend to kind of, so there's definitely like a clear, like, older pups, not necessarily older, but like being pups for a long time, and like the new pups. And yeah, again, I think there's like many ways to be a pup. I think a lot of them, let's say, are more to the sex part of it.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's kind of how I started. I'm like, I don't want to have anything to do with being a pup outside the bedroom. I just want to kind of, be more the kinky, just have sex with it, kind of hot. And then going to more the like lifestyle as a pup, So I started an Instagram account. I was just posting pictures of like, I went on a holiday and took some pictures of me walking a stove, and then got loads of views, loads of likes. I'm like, oh, there's actually a lot of people interested in that as well. So it's been not 6 months being like a learning curve for me. Like, I didn't know that there was like that many people thinking kind of the same, like, on a lifestyle part of being a pup.
Do you find it now, does it integrate into your normal everyday life as well? So like, would you do your, I don't know, 9 to 5 job and then you're up at home most days, or is it just a weekend thing, or is it just a package event thing?
No, I like to be Bruno in very special occasions and special times. It's almost like, my kind of, it's my like kink. When Bruno doesn't have a job, it's just for fun, and I don't want to kind of spoil it too much.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You don't want to overdo that.
No, I want to like go full on when I am, So I want to keep it special,
And do you find, obviously, when you became a pup, do you find then that it opens the door to many other kinks that you then are into?
Yeah.
And do you mind talking about that?
No, it's fine. So I was also talking to another guy, being like he's a kinky photographer, more like brother, and he's been on the kink scene, going to parties for many, many years. And I told him now, like, what do you think of this pub? Like I'm kind of like experiencing other kinks, and it's like it's completely natural. It's like this pub is like entry level kink, because it thinks it's like easier to basically get into it. Is relatively cheap compared to like buying bulk gear and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, pub, I never thought about it, but yeah, it is kind of like the beginning, and then you kind of add on to it. So like you can be a pup and leather, a pup and like rubber, other things. So yeah, I never had like anything rubber before until like a couple of weeks ago, and I was just trying it on. I went to regulation, and fuck, it's amazing. Like I still, this is so good. I look so great in it, and I wore like 3 4 times already. So definitely diving into more stuff.
Which will be on your Instagram where you'll be into more rubber as Bruno.
I mean, because I'm being so into being a Bruno, I'm probably going too fast into like I want to experience everything real quick.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm gonna go full on either leather or rubber or everything.
Yeah.
But right now, definitely want to go pop for long. I'm slowing down at the moment.
And for you, is it like an identity thing? Is that part of the king? Is it like when you're in your Bruno hood, is that a very important thing that nobody knows your identity and you can do what you want?
At the beginning, yeah. The beginning was more like the anonymity of it, like having fun, people not knowing. Slowly became like more the lifestyle and creative. Feel like the human Bruno, gets stuck into a lot of just like normal everyday thing, work and stuff, and it's difficult to swing between being the same person and kind of enjoying both things.
Yeah.
So when I so then like there's no waiting for you, there's no bill, there's no and it's just like
Just know this is what I'm doing. I can do whatever.
yeah. And yeah, so it's been a lot of fun. And especially like creative wise, being really, really fun. Like
did you find it's open door for you as well?
Yeah. So I work with creators, so I've experience like, filming, editing and photography and stuff, but it gets very boring very quickly doing the same things over and over again. So Bruno kind of is like the same, thing for me. So everything feels new again. Everything feels like super fresh and fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, in the last 4 weeks, I've had shoots. Amsterdam, Berlin, London, Manchester, and another one in London. So it's like, yeah, it started with one guy in London. So he messaged me like, hey, do you want some pictures? Like, yeah, sure. Turns out he lives nearby. So just some pictures. And that thing, gets another photographer that follows him. It's like, who is this guy? Blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I was seeing like all this through Instagram. Like I saw this French photographer in Berlin. Julian pictures. Sorry, but I'm flying off like in 2 days. I'm like, I can do that tomorrow. So I put next day. The Amsterdam shoot, I went in and out same day. Yeah. So it's like I'm putting a lot of work into it, but also these photographers being amazing to kind of quiz me and
it's good to get your face out there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm loving it. It's like so much fun.
And do you find it's the pup scene is supportive, like, or do you find it competitive?
I feel like it's being mega supportive. Like I've never really experienced it. Like I've worked with like content and social media, but I've never seen anything like the pup community being like pretty amazing. Things like just on Instagram, they'll send you a voice message, which like I've never had before. And this one,
yeah,
pups like to use notes a lot, and they screenshot the notes between each other and they post. They just say something like, I don't know, this guy is having lunch, and then somebody's gonna like make a note of a lunch, and if you're lying, they take a screenshot. It's like the community is kind of amazing, and the pups share stuff a lot for kind of the reason good about it. It's just like too.
I have found as well, like when I've been looking into the various things, especially with pups, that there's a lot of their profiles are interlinked as well. So they have owners, brothers, whatever. Is that something you would branch into? Is that something that is a must, or is that like a?
So I think the older, more traditional pubs, they have a lot more rules and a lot more of the stuff like owner, all the stuff. Like the stuff like it's too much like textbook stuff. The more I read about it, the more less interested I am. So after I bought the hood, I was learning about the color meaning and stuff. But then I don't think anybody really follows it.
No.
And so it doesn't really matter. It's almost like horoscope to me. Like it's
I think you'll see that as well when you go for an event, for instance, Darkens. You'll see that naturally the colours a lot of the time are chosen because that's what they like.
Yeah.
Yes, okay, there are people that follow the colour, the colour trends or the meaning behind them, but a lot of the time it's because it's what you want and the colour you like, which is more personal.
Yeah. I've seen a pup. He's interesting, but he's wearing everything red. The hood, short, and he might as well just ride a fish. I think like you can just be a brief.
Yeah. Would you say there's any negatives? Yeah.
Sometimes, well, I should think. Well, okay, it's difficult to remember people's names, especially the pup name. They have the pup name and then they have the real name. Sometimes they, change. They tell me something else, and I don't know. Faces are kind of very similar, so
Yeah.
So the meetup, I've been to a few parties, and it's kind of difficult sometimes to know who they are.
Have you come across anybody in person that's got exactly the same mask? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I went to Animal, so you probably see everything.
Yeah.
In one party. It's really, really fun.
Yeah.
Usually there's something like different. I still need to customize my goods somehow, but it's right now straight off the shelf. But like, I need to do something that's like, okay, that's good. Do you know what I mean?
So people know and who you are without knowing who you are. Yeah,
and I think that's also the thing for all the like pubs that have more experience. They have like a very nice custom wage.
Yeah.
See from afar, like, oh, that's it.
Yeah. And I've seen as well on a lot of video placements from that there's, I mean, that can electrical.
Oh yeah.
Of course, now.
Think of furries, right? Like furries, you never have the same, right?
No.
It's always completely.
Yeah.
I love it. It's so cool.
And so for you, do you have any big events planned that you'd like to attend that maybe you've not been to before?
Festival. He's kind of famous for being very weird. Some pubs that goes there as well.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that. Trying to get to Docklands, another thing. Sounds like huge and long.
And then they always do pub walk as well. And I think that's on the Saturday. I'm sure somebody will come out and say something different, but there's always like 100 odd pub walk to the centre of Antwerp, and it's such a thing for everybody, for the whole community. It's such an amazing thing and be a part of. Like even us as non-pubs, it's great.
Yeah.
And the camaraderie between everybody is absolutely amazing.
I really, really want to go. I'm just busy that weekend, so I'm trying to change things around for soon. But yeah, so.
And then we have to talk about, obviously, anybody that follows you on Instagram will know you have the most amazing body. Do you have like a set routine? Is it something that you're very strict with? Do you like monitor your diet and stuff, or are you just very lucky?
Lucky with jeans. I lose weight very easily. So this is like me talking on.
Yeah.
So if I don't go to the gym, I stop eating and I go very skinny.
Yeah.
And I don't like my look skinny. So I think nobody does, to be fair. So I've been eating a lot. I've been going to the gym. I think gym is like the same, really, 3 times a week.
And is that an important thing for you as Bruno to make sure you have that body and that's part of your mission?
No. I feel like when I exercise regularly, eat well, I have more energy, I can do more stuff that makes me happy, But not necessarily to be fit to be happy.
No, exactly. And I think that's an important thing as well. People that like body positive can be anything. Actually, if you're choosing to be a pup, you don't need to be a six-pack wearing pup. You don't need to be anything. Like there are so many different people. Or people that are maybe trying this for the first time or want to try this for the first time. Do you have any advice to anybody that maybe wants to be a pup and is a bit nervous and how they could maybe go try a hood on or where to go or anything like that?
Yeah. So again, like very new pup, so I don't know too much about it, but definitely try to meet another pup before. It's always on Instagram to just find somebody near you or literally remote, and have so many like pups I speak every day on Instagram, so it feels like we're neighbors, but America, Russia, like far away. But yeah, try to kind of get to talk to the pup, ask questions, an event before you buy a hood, maybe. I think some people without anything, no furs, no hoods, talking to them. They're like, "Oh, I can't wait to go to Berlin." So like, either get into it or not. So
go and see what the event is like when you're surrounded by it before you commit to. I think that goes with anything as well. It's like before you commit to buying a lot of rubber or leather, which is very expensive. Right. Before you do that, go and try it on. Yeah. Go to places like Regulation. They'll help you. They want you to go and try it on, and they'll give you so much help and knowledge, don't they? Really?
Yeah.
So I've been inundated with questions. Okay. Some of my followers, some of your followers. And the first one, at Kinkster for Life, would like to know what's a new kink that you may want to try this year?
I don't think I have wait. Okay, I saw a pup. He was super cute, like almost like a toy, but he had this electric collar, and then he gave it to me to say the button, and it looked really, really painful every time he pressed it. It's like cute, but also not pain. Painful. One, and I was feeling so sorry every time I pressed, but also like, fuck, this is fun. So I should try that. I think. Maybe one.
And then we've got Neon Butt Puppy has asked if there's any influencers or content creators that you would like to work with coming up this year or maybe in the future.
Yeah. Yeah, so Zeph, the fun pup, he lives in America. He's also very creative work-wise, and we functioned something with him. Today, fun pup, do you know him?
Yeah.
On a big,
Hopefully, if you guys are listening as well, yes, you can help make this work. So, Kingston Life again, where did your pup name come from? How did you choose Bruno?
Yeah, it's a very stupid story. So I went on ChatGPT and I was like, I wanted a male German name for a dog. And Bruno came up on top. But turns out no male dog in Germany is called Bruno. Like it's completely
really?
Yeah, it's just like Bruno anyway. It sounds a bit Brazilian. Yeah, I like Bruno. Dog, human. So I like the meaning of it, of
So no special meaning.
No, also Bruno means brown. And so it's like it's completely dark. It's not very dark. So yeah.
Is there anything in the pup world that you'd like to see happen? As in, I don't know, maybe an accessory or a brand made something that you think every pup can have, or an event should happen for all the pups, or is there anything you can see that maybe is being missed that maybe needs to be done?
For sure, but I can't think about it right now. I'm not sure. But
a big question.
Yeah, I feel like the hood thing and the anonymity of it is only going to grow. Yeah. So right now, let's say pubs, and then it's going to take off now. I think. Yeah. And this thing could be something even more exaggerated than a theory or much more possible. Yeah. But still the anonymous sort of thing. So, yeah, I think everybody could benefit from, hiding themselves, or listening.
Yeah, I think being able to people that maybe can't switch off and can't get away from life or job or partner or anything. Right. Them being able to switch off and be a different person. Yeah. And I think that's where all of us could help. At least one day a year. Yeah. That's important.
So I think it's going to be something more like a generic. But right now, being a pub could be generic. Like anybody can walk to a shop, buy a pub food, be a pub for one day and back there, Yeah. And that was not like a pub lifestyle, going out, barking, you know what I mean? But still, so something on those lines, I think. Nothing to do with being a dog, but more. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Is there anybody that you kind of have worked with or took with that you can't wait to go?
All the photographers is super nice. Just game shoes, so we need to work. It's got a huge studio in Manchester, so bring low exaggeration, big table, Jesus, but all pub hot. Yeah. There must be something like this, but all pub, I'm not sure.
So that'd be a really good image to actually create and then into evidence. Yeah. Everyone would love that.
Yeah. All the lovers, kind of, loads of bodies touching, that sort of thing. So even like a video clip. So I think picture that would be fun, but like maybe video clip is fun.
Well, I think people can make that.
That'll be fun.
One question I have is the tongue. Is that something that you've added? Or is that your real tongue?
Oh, that is my tongue.
It's your tongue. See, I thought that was part of the puppet. Was that same part of the puppet? Makes more sense though. That's me being stupid. I honestly thought that was part of the puppet.
No, I think when you're taking a lot of pictures, especially when your expression doesn't change, right? Like it's really difficult to kind of show expression just through the eyes. So I think that tongue kind of stands out. So yeah, it definitely helps.
Amazing. With something we always have to touch on a negative. Is there you ever had any negativity towards you for your or in any situation?
A lot less than I was expecting. So Instagram has been absolutely amazing, but Instagram is also being really good at targeting me to pups. So like my followers are like 99% pups.
Yeah.
There's always a like 0.0001% is like comments like keep your kink at home or something. I'm like,
shouldn't keep it up.
I was like, you don't look at my stuff. Like, your eyes out of my Instagram now. I think it's point. It made me think a bit. I was like, what am I doing? Is kind of disturbing people. Like, maybe.
But I think that can go. I mean, there's negativities and everything when it comes to kink, and I think people that have got an issue with it probably hiding from their own kink. It's for them to judge, isn't it? And as long as I think in this world, as a community, as a gay community, and as a kink community, no matter what you think, we'll support each other, and I think that's good.
For sure. Yeah, I was swimming on the server the other day, and hundreds of people passing by every minute, and more than half didn't even look at me, which is like nice. And the other, like, either looked and took a picture and smiled and said something, or like, and it's like minority that's like, actually, to me some comments or like barking or like making fun of it. Like again,
no, that's the best way to be. Good. Well, I can't wait to see where you go. I know you're 6 months in, 9 months. You're finding yourself as Bruno. Like as a follower myself, and obviously through other people as well. I think like let's see where this journey takes you. I think it's bigger upwards up and up. Like I hope you get to make this picture. I think that's something that would be absolutely amazing. I think if you can set that up in the studio, that would be amazing. I hope you get Starlands, go and see the world, and hopefully our paths across at some point in the community.
I'm like, well,
enjoy. Go follow Bruno Pup, and we'll catch up with you again real soon. Thanks. My next one.